Good morning. So, or afternoon, evening, where you guys watch this at. So, I just wanted to. This is an unexpected video. First of all, I just got out of the shower, getting ready to have some breakfast. Um, I just wanted to share what happened in my not pre-op, my follow-up appointment. So my follow-up appointment was really it was an emotional roller coaster. Okay, let's just say that. Um, they basically what it came down to is she asked me how much weight I lost, and I told her that I've lost 5 pounds in 4 weeks, which is, for me, like I said, excellent. I don't lose weight like that. And she told me, she's like, okay, well, you have 4 weeks left. Now, keep in mind, we had this appointment yesterday, which was Thursday, the 24th. So, I'm more than halfway done with my 4th week already. And she says to me, okay, well, we need you to lose 25 more pounds in the 4 weeks. And I was kind of floored. I was like, why? Like, I was not told that I needed to lose weight. Now, I do know that there are other people in the weight loss group that I'm in who have been instructed to lose 30 to 50 pounds. And they are people that are heavier than I am. And other people did not. And then they said, oh, it just depends on your BMI, like I explained in the pre-op video. When I had my consultation, they didn't say anything. My patient coordinator just said I need to be 8 weeks. Nothing was said about needing to lose weight. And so I explained, I said, that's impossible. I'm like, I cannot lose 25 pounds in 4 weeks. Like, I can't do it, even if I starve myself. And trust me, I've done that. And she's like, well, she explained why it needs to happen. She's just like, you have a high BMI, and it can be dangerous, or it can be high risk, stuff like that. And I remembered, see, this is a really good benefit from doing my being in a group and speaking to other surgery sisters, is she was told that she needed to lose 30 pounds also, and her weight was just creeping along, like it wasn't going off. And so she spoke to the doctor himself, and Dr. Z, who was doing it, and or she wanted to talk to Dr. Z, and anyway, she had questions about it, and she was told, since she was having the sleeve, that weight loss like that wasn't necessarily required because it was not as major as a surgery as a bypass. So I mentioned it to the doctor, Dr. Hernandez. I said, look, I said, I'm having the sleeve. I says, I'm not sure if what all you have in front of you regarding my case. I said, but I says, I'm just having the sleeve. I says, I'm not having bypass or anything like that. And she says, okay. She goes, well, I have to, let me present your case to the physician, the operating physician, and we'll see what they say, and I'll have the patient coordinator follow up with you. And so at this point, she made it sound like I was not going to be able. She's like, we're going to have to probably reschedule your surgery. We're going to have to move it out until you lose this weight. And so for me, my thoughts as she's saying this, I'm not saying this out loud, is that I might as well just forget it. I might as well just forget it, because, like, if I could lose that weight on my own, I would. I've been dieting for 5 years. 5 years. I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this is my last resort, and if it doesn't work, then I'm gonna be happy with what I am, because I know that I've done everything in my power to make myself healthy and everything like that. So I was trying to hold myself together long enough to get up off the phone, and I told her, I says, I'm not gonna lie. I said, I'm really, really disappointed. I said, I'm really disappointed, and I'm trying to not be upset. And she's just like, I know, I'm so sorry. And so we hung up, and I cried. I sat in my room. I was in my room with headphones, and I sat on the end of my bed, and I cried. I started crying. I didn't want to come out here and see the kids or see the husband or anything. I didn't want them to see me cry, anything like that. And literally 4 minutes later, like 4 minutes later, I get a call back again. It says Mexico. And it's her. And she says, I just spoke with Dr. Z, and he said that he clears you for surgery, and you will have your surgery March 21st as scheduled. And then, so then I've gone from, my emotions went from being excited to being confused to being disappointed and defeated to being happy. And then she says to me, she says, just try to continue on with your pre-op and try to lose as much weight as you can between now and then. And I said, okay. I'm like, thank you so much for all your work and everything, da da da. So another thing that happened, this is why I'm saying emotional roller coaster, because like I just explained that. For me, I know that this is not what she was saying, but this is how I took it. This is how my brain took it. When she said to me that I need to lose 25 pounds in 4 weeks, and the weight that I lost, she did not say anything was not enough. This is my brain. I felt like, or basically to be told that it may get moved back, I felt like I have been dieting for 5 years. I've deprived myself of things I've wanted, of things I want to eat, things I want to do, events I want to go, because I didn't feel like I would be strong enough to turn away food or not eat food that I shouldn't have. And I lost 130 pounds, and I did gain back 50. I gained back 50 because of the menopause, but still I'm 81 pounds lost, and I didn't feel it was enough. It wasn't good enough. I wasn't good enough, which is not what she was saying again, but that's how I felt. I felt not good enough. It wasn't good enough. I didn't work hard enough. I didn't this and I didn't that. And why I focused on that, why I focused when she said, try to lose as much weight as you can between now and then. I should have just been focusing on the positive, that your surgery is approved and you're having your surgery on March 25th. But no, I focused on that, try to lose as much as you can. And I started thinking about my old eating habits when I was young, when I was a teenager, when I was trying, and I had eating disorders. I was bulimic. I had exercise bulimia, and I did laxatives, and I didn't eat, and lots of very, very unhealthy things, which is part of the reason why my metabolism is so screwed up today. And my thought went to that, and I was just like, maybe I should just do this one more time, like maybe for this many weeks, and then I won't do it again, and because I won't need to, because I'll have the surgery. And keep in mind, I haven't dealt with any of my eating disorders in a really long time, and so to suddenly have them in the front and foremost in here was really it was a mind melt. And then, so then I was like, no, 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 no. I had to talk myself down, talk myself out of it, had to just kind of work through it. And so that brings me to today. So that was yesterday. And like I said, just was emotional, just emotional roller coaster. Feeling positive to feeling confused, disappointed, defeated, sad, happy, talking myself out of my eating disorders, to just kind of being like this. I just kind of had to feel this way so I could process it. So, but with all that being said, I wanted to share it because I don't want people to think that there's just not anything emotional that goes into this journey. Like, there's ups and there's downs, not just with your weight, like with the emotional part of it as well. And there's going to be a lot of emotional things that I'm going to be going through when it comes to the weight loss too. I'm going to have like the phantom hunger. I'm going to find out, like, I believe I don't have a food addiction because I can go easily without food. My body is what wants food, my brain and my mouth, and I don't feel like I have to eat it. But I do know that there's certain times where I cope or stress eat. Um, so it'll be really curious to figure out what I'm going to do in those type of cases. So, but that is why I wanted to share this. Okay, so there's this emotional up and down that I had yesterday, and today, even like I said, even though it was the phone call, I got the phone call I wanted, and I heard the news I wanted. I feel very heavy hearted today still. Like, I feel like, I don't know if this makes sense. Like, maybe I didn't cry enough, or, but there's nothing to cry about anymore. But like, I feel like I need to cry about it still. I don't know. Don't ask me. So, anyway, this is, like I said, this is a kind of an in between video. And thank you for listening to me and joining me on this journey. And I'm going to go get dressed for the day and finish having my shake. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever it is you're doing, and be blessed and be safe. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.